Hi, this is Mr. Nazarian. Today's learning objective, I can add and subtract fractions presented on a line plot. 5th grade standard, measurements and data, B2. Alright, so we have here something that looks pretty familiar. We've got, we're adding like fractions, fractions with common denominators, and we have 1/4 plus 2/4. So we're going to take a look at what that would look like on a line plot. So a line plot is simply a line, and we're going to plot out, we're going to kind of map out where each of these fractions are going to fall on the line plot. So it's up to us to label it. So we're going to do, we're going to start here. This is 0 here. And this is going to be 1/2. But as you can see, we are adding with fourths. We're adding fourths. We're adding 1/4 plus 2/4. So what we want to do is, what would make a lot of sense here as a visual, is to have this entire length be 1/2 from 0 to 1, which means we want to divide it into 4 different sections. So I'm going to do my best to kind of eyeball this. Just say that's about halfway. And let's say this is halfway in between those two. And these aren't going to be exactly perfect, but that's fairly close. All right. So if we're starting here at 0, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This line is going to represent 1/4. This one right here is going to represent 2/4. What would this line represent? You got it, 3/4. And this is going to be 1/2. You could also name it what? In fourths. 4/4. Okay. So, and this, by the way, is 0. Guess what? It's 0/4. All right. So, to show this line plot, we're adding these fractions on the line plot. Here, all we're going to do is we're going to first show the first addend. So, as a representation of the first addend, I'm just going to use this big one. I'm going to go from here to here. That's going to be 1/4, right? And now what I want to do is I want to add 2/4 to that. So with this green one now, I'm going to do, so from that 1/4, I'm going to go 2/4 more. So 1/4 and 2/4. So I've got 1/4, the red is 1/4, and the green represents 2/4. So together, when I add them together, I get, you've got it, 3/4. So when I add fractions on the line plot, you're going to be moving to the right as we add. Okay. And then subtraction, we're going to have, if we want to show what 11/12 minus 5/12 would look like. So again, I'm going to start off with this line, and then to save time, I've already marked these lines here to divide them into 12 different sections, because remember I'm working with twelfths here. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and start off with this first number, what I have to begin with. So I have 11/12. So and actually, I should probably mark these first, shouldn't I? So this is going to be 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, and so on. You always want to label your line plots, so you know what you're looking at, and so the next person, when they're looking at your work, knows exactly what's happening. So 8/12, 9/12, 10/12, 11/12, and what's the last one? You got it, 12/12, which is equal to 1/2, right? Let me start off over here with 0. Oops, 12ths. Okay, so we're going to start with that 11/12. So we're going to show a representation of that, starting at this 0 all the way over to the 11. Okay, So this red shows us what we have to begin with, right? And then we're going to take away this time. Remember, we always got to want to look at the operation, our symbol, and we've got a subtraction, so we're going to take away, which means that when we subtract, we're actually going to move the opposite way of adding, right? Remember when we were adding, we moved to the right? Subtracting, we're going to move to the left on the line plot. So we started out over here, 11/12. Now we're moving back. We're going to move back 5/12. So starting here, we're going to go 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12, 5/12. And we end right here. Right here. Whoops. Close enough. So we're at, as you can see, we're at 6/12. So that means 11/12 minus 5/12 is going to give us 6/12. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And as you can see, I mean, using reasonableness, you know, oh, yep, that's right. I'm working with 12, so I've got 11 of them. I take away 5. That means I'm going to have 6 left, which is, by the way, is equivalent to what fraction? If I wrote that in lowest terms, it would be 1/2, right? 6 is half of 12. If I divided 6 by 6 on the top and divided by 6 on the bottom, I'd get 1/2. Okay? Okay, great. So that's what we'll be working on tomorrow. See you then. Bye.